Court is calling 2023 CR 8.
The courtroom fell silent as Judge Boyd leaned forward, her eyes fixed on the young mother before her. A woman accused of spitting on a police officer, fighting addiction, and now battling for her children's future. What started as a moment of rage spiraled into a series of devastating choices: drugs, broken trust, and a shattered family. But this wasn't just another case. It was a test of mercy versus accountability. As Judge Boyd asked the one question that froze everyone in the room, "Do you love your unborn child?" The truth hit harder than any sentence. Stay till the end, because the final words from Judge Boyd might just change the way you see justice.
835, State of Texas versus Esther Marie Ariana Diaz. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense.
Julie Pollock.
And are you Ms. Diaz?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Diaz, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you
Yes,
sign
ma'am.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of harassment of a public servant? That's a third-degree felony.
Yes.
Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes,
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial, showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, there's a $200 fine to be probated. State recommends deferred adjudication and anger management. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 50 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State officer exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
All right, you may continue to confer. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Yes.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Well, we would just ask that you follow the recommendation of the prosecutor in this case.
All right, how old are you?
31.
And who is Carlos Gutierrez?
My older son.
And how old is he?
He's 17.
And are you employed?
Not at the moment.
When's the last time you had employment?
It's been like a year.
How many children do you have?
No, I'm lying. I'm sorry, ma'am. I do Uber and I DoorDash and I have 5 kids.
All right, and what are your children's ages?
My older son is 17, which is Carlos. My daughter, she's 15. My other son, he's 13. My daughter, she's 11, and my youngest is 4.
And are you currently pregnant?
Yes, ma'am.
Who helps you with the children?
My husband.
So that's who has the children right now?
Yes.
All right, so why are you spitting on a police officer?
It was just, I was angry that day because I was looking for my son and I didn't know that he was in a stolo, which is a stolen vehicle. And I was angry. And when I crossed the street, the officer had waved me down, like, stop, like, but I was scared because my son has mental illness. And I was scared that he might make like a wrong move and then they might end up shooting him.
So how did you think spitting on an officer was going to
Well,
alleviate the situation?
They had jumped on me first, like they both, and I was more angry because I don't know if that time I was still pregnant or if I already had a miscarriage before I got pregnant, this pregnancy. And it kind of, it was just out of like anger, I guess I did it. Cause when I was trying to tell them no, what I was trying to do, they still had just one put their like knee in my back and holding my hand. The other was just digging me more in the ground. So it made me mad because I was trying to like stop my son from, but either way, he ended up getting away.
Has Child Protective Services ever been involved in your life?
Once in 2012.
And why were they involved?
Because I had came out dirty with marijuana from secondhand smoke from my daughter,
Which
Right.
daughter?
Ashley.
And how old is she?
She's 11.
So you're saying your 11-year-old was smoking marijuana?
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, you're saying she was born
Yeah.
testing positive for marijuana?
Yes, ma'am. But I had did my parenting classes, and then whatever else they needed, I passed it.
All right. And are your parents involved in your life at all?
My mom kind of, but my dad, he's in a hospital in critical condition. Like he passed away, but they revived him. So right now he's still in the hospital.
All right. Is there anything else I need to know about you that I have not asked?
No, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's a $200 fine that will be probated. Anger management. $100 of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes.
Yes, ma'am.
When's the last time you used drugs?
Well, I had ended up relapsing when I found out about my dad. It was like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. And what did you use?
I used meth.
Okay.
Meth.
You know that's not good to use meth and you're pregnant.
Yes, I know. And that was my biggest mistake. And I'm not doing that no more.
All right, I'm gonna order a referral to felony drug court and TAP evaluation. That's gonna be in custody. You need to let felony drug court know that you have a drug problem and you need to be in their program. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if felony drug court doesn't accept her, follow all TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, then she's going into inpatient treatment. There's gonna be proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors until you're in treatment. There's going to be
Make sure.
90 sober meetings in 90 days. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Random regular UAs. Field visits. One time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else? If she completes parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. But you must complete parenting classes. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a question about anything?
I don't need any treatment like for drugs. Like I could show you that I don't need
I'll
treatment.
tell you why I think you need treatment for drugs. And I'm going to ask you some questions, right? And I'm not trying to trap you. I just want to ask you some questions. So when you use meth, did you know you were pregnant?
Yes,
Do you love your unborn child?
yes,
So what you did was you chose drugs over the health of your unborn child. That tells me that you have a drug problem, because otherwise, you know what you would have said? I really want to use, but I'm choosing my baby over drugs. You chose drugs over your child, which says you have a drug problem, or either you don't love your child.
right.
So that's why. All right, we're going to go off the record. In this court, in order to be successful at probation, communication is key. If you feel like there's an issue you have, let probation know. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
Yeah, okay. Yes, sir.
And it would probably be in your best interest to be in felony drug court. Felony drug court is a hard program, but at least that's somebody that you can pick up the phone and call 24/7 if you're thinking about using. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you need anything else from the court?
No, ma'am.
Judge, may
Yes.
I address something?
Yes.
How long does it usually take for drug court to interview them?
Well, because we're at the end of the week, she'll probably be interviewed next week. They're quicker than the TAP evaluation.
I told her she was going to get out today, that you would likely follow the plea bargain. Her father's on life support.
Mhm.
And
She's,
don't
you
know
know,
how
I'm
much-
sorry, I understand that. But you're not getting out today. I will, if there's no objection from you, counsel, I'll send an email to felony drug court to see if perhaps they can squeeze her in
that would be
sooner than
great.
next week. I'll do that.
That would be great.
Okay. All right, so I'll send that now.
And would you consider lowering the supervisory fees to the minimum?
No, because I've already probated the fine. What are the court costs in this, please? It's a third degree. And it's harassment of a public servant.
450.
All right. We're back on the record. The court costs in this case are $450. Will you be able to pay that in installments or no?
An installment, yes.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm sending the email now to felony drug courts. Again, be 100% honest with them, and I'm sure they will accept you in their program. And then when you talk to them, and I'm going to put in the email that your father is in the hospital and that you would like to be able to see them, so they'll rush things.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. I'm sending it right
Thank you,
now.
Judge.
You're welcome.
May we be?
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 8835, State of Texas versus Esther Diaz. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Joseph Appelt.
And are you Esther Diaz?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Esther Diaz who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 8835 for the offense of harassment of a public servant on February 15th, 2024 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, stayed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Which allegation are you proceeding on?
Violation condition on or about the 28th day of February 2024 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Esther Marie Ariana Diaz, committed the office of tampering with electronic monitoring device.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right. Are you proceeding on any other allegations?
We haven't been the remaining allegation.
All right, any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's an agreement in this that we both believe that Ms. Ariana Diaz should have some sort of treatment. We disagree about what that treatment is.
Yes, Your Honor. In other words, the agreement would be to continue her on her deferred alternate amendment conditions for some form of substance abuse treatment. But as Mr. Edelman has indicated, we don't agree on what type of treatment that should be and exactly where. We would leave that to the court, and I would like to address the court with respect to that, Your Honor.
All right, so let's address the tampering with the electronic monitoring device, and then we can address if the court is going to continue Ms. Diaz or not.
Yes, Your Honor. At the time that that occurred, at the time that Ms. Diaz had the device on, she was in a, shall we say, very negative relationship with a gentleman who is the father of her now 2-month-old baby. CPS subsequently had gotten involved dealing with that situation, as well as her other 5 children. One of her children had been involved in drugs, and it has to do with, I'll give you his name, it's Domingo Herrera, who was a negative influence on the other children as well as Ms. Diaz. She has since gotten away from him. She cut the monitor off because she was dealing with the rather exigent circumstances with her oldest child, who is 16 years old. That child is now in the juvenile system because of some of her drug issues and other issues that were going on. That situation is being resolved. There is a CPS case which is open with Ms. Diaz, which she was following and being involved in with their services prior to coming to court, being in custody now for this the violation that she's pled true to. Some of the services they were recommending had to deal with relationship counseling, dealing with anger management counseling, as well as substance abuse counseling. With respect to that, she does have 6 children. The 16-year-old, actually, she's not the oldest. The 17-year-old is with her mother, which is the child's grandmother. The 16-year-old is in the juvenile system, being taken care of that way. 3 of the children are with her ex-husband, and then the young 2-month-old child is in foster care right now. Her hope is to try to reunite with the 2-month-old and the other children. It's my understanding, as reported by Ms. Diaz, that CPS, that case is rolling forward, and there's some sort of a proceeding in October of this year that she's trying to meet all the requirements for their purposes. While she has been in custody, which is 110 days, Your Honor, she has completed an anger management class. She has 2 more classes to go to complete her healthy relationships class. And she's been in substance abuse counseling as well, 2 more classes, and she'll get a certificate of completion for that class too. She informs me that Mr. Herrera, she doesn't know where he is, no contact with him, doesn't want anything to do with him. It's her information through CPS that he initially began, but he has not cooperated with CPS. He hasn't done anything. And so their process, quite possibly, I haven't seen the pleadings, but knowing how they work, they may be trying to terminate his parental rights as a part of the CPS program. We're not quite sure. However, from her perspective, she doesn't want anything to do with the man at all because of the problems that he has caused her and her children.
All right, State, you're requesting what type of treatment?
Safety, Your Honor.
All right. So I have a few questions. You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Esther Marie Ariana Diaz.
All right, and defense, if ever you want to jump in, feel free to jump in. All right, so what are the ages of your children?
17, 16, 14, 12, 5, and 2 months.
All right, so the 2-month-old is in foster care,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
and the 5-year-old is with your ex,
Yes.
and that is not Mr. Herrera.
No.
And the 12-year-old is,
My ex-husband as
14?
well.
and the 16-year-old,
She's in juvie.
and the 17-year-old with the grandmother.
Yes.
All right, so the 16-year-old, why is the 16-year-old in juvenile custody?
She kept running. My mom was having problems with her.
Okay, so she was with your grandmother.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I don't want to go into great detail. I'm just trying to figure things out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
So now here's my question in defense. If you want to jump in, feel free to jump in. I don't understand how cutting off the monitor has anything to do with anything. I mean, it's not as though Mr. Herrera was monitoring her. It's not like if she's on GPS, he's monitoring her so he knows where she is. It's probation that was monitoring her.
It had to
Yes.
do with,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
it had to do with the fact that she was previously ordered to complete Alpha Home. And she couldn't do that with the monitor on. And that delves into, and it is intertwined with Mr. Herrera and the relationship that she had with him. And so she did not complete Alpha Home. She in essence left Alpha Home after 1 week.
Okay, so she was in Alpha Home on GPS
Yes, Your Honor.
and she cut the GPS monitor off.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Sorry to cut. It wasn't necessarily that way. He misunderstood. What I meant was my daughter was giving my mom problems. It wasn't necessary because my ex-boyfriend. It was because my daughter, nobody can handle them. And they only listen when I'm there. And so I had to cut my monitor to go get my daughter.
No, you didn't have to cut your monitor
Why-
off. You could have called probation and said,
I called them, my mom called them, they didn't want to do nothing. They didn't, my son's probation officer, it's the same probation officer for my daughter. They didn't even go look for her. Little did they know my son was even doing the other things. I had to be the one keep calling, and they weren't doing their job. Secondly, my daughter was going to the Westway apartments where there's a bridge, where there's a lot of homeless people.
all right, so here's the thing. I understand what you're saying about probation not doing their job, but honestly, you were not doing your job as a parent because that's why probation is in their life. And the government, honestly, even when people are juveniles, it's really not the probation's officer job to raise your children. That's your job. And the fact that your child ran away still doesn't excuse your thinking, which is, I'm going to cut off my monitor because my child ran away and my child will only listen to me. If your child will only listen to you, why are your children living with the grandmother instead of you?
Exactly. I was just trying to take my daughter back to my mom's and let her, turn herself in, do it the right way, so I can turn myself in, so I can be at peace and know that she's okay. While I'm doing my, doing what I have to do as a parent.
Well, let me just tell everybody, one, I don't even think she should be continued on probation. I think she should be revoked. But what I can tell you is, I am not going to do the treatment that you want. It's going to be safety.
Okay, it's fine.
So, well, no, you need to listen.
Yes,
So even if I consider continuing you, it's going to be safety. So everything else is off the table. Any questions?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Any questions?
From the defense, Your Honor.
All right, probation, what are you requesting? Okay. So probation wants to continue her?
Yes.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. I'll deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to extend for 2 years. We can do a referral back to felony drug court. And if not accepted, then safe P.
Judge, I would like to point out that referral is back to as a whole.
All right.
If I'm saying the ADA opposed it, and that's why she wasn't granted, or she wasn't accepted to drug court. Otherwise, she met the requirements for it.
So I'm going to ask that she be re-referred to felony drug court. And maybe your attorney can speak to them at felony drug court and talk to the ADA and see if they're willing to reconsider. But if you're not accepted in felony drug court, you're going to go to safe P.
Yes, Your Honor.
So there's a referral to felony drug court in custody. If not accepted, then safe P. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, and just one moment. Yeah, okay. All right, good luck to you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
and I'm sorry, one more thing on the record probation. She'll receive credit for the anger management course.
I received my other 2 certificates in 2 weeks.
All right, sure.
It should
Just,
be in the system, they said.
all right, just let probation know.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for watching this powerful moment from Judge Boyd's courtroom. Today's hearing reminded us that justice isn't always about punishment. Sometimes, it's about giving someone the strength to rebuild. Judge Boyd's compassion and firmness showed why every decision in her court carries both truth and hope. If you felt moved by this story, stay connected with our channel Final Word Court, where real cases meet real lessons. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to support our mission of showing the human side of justice. And tell us in the comments, do you believe Judge Boyd made the right call? Thank you for being part of our community. And remember, Every story in court has a final word.